Yes, for secret door.
Nice. Classic.
So yeah, tech definitely. That's no longer a guest lounge. Nobody is. No one's staying in the weird, dirty place where he cleans fishes.
Just for you.
The woodland creatures, satyrs. No, that motif is gone. You guys might start complaining. Why are there ants always coming out of your room? What are you doing in there? Nothing. Alright, so that's Texarakagat's cave? Grotto? Hill. Okay, you've picked your rooms, but there are a number of repairs to the manor that need to be done. What are you doing with the gaping hole between the library and the dining room? And then what are you doing with the two guardian creatures that are in the library?
I think we'll probably spend some time trying to figure out if there's words you can use on the guardian creatures to get them to listen to. Command words, I would say.
Yeah, give me a knowledge arcana.
Is anybody interested in pursuing this study with the professor?
I think I can aid you with that. Plus 13 auto aid.
I'm going to get folks to help me move the Emperor Nectarine to the smallest of my quarters rooms.
Okay, I'm just going to erase it from the map.
32 on the arcana.
The arcana?
Yeah.
Yeah, normally when you craft golems, you can give control devices to golems, or you give them instructions. They normally would follow the instructions of their crafter, and these two are following the last instructions from their crafter. You would need to find magical means or spells to control them. They're effectively going to return to this spot, close the door, and attack anyone that comes in. Attack anyone that doesn't have a Malavellan symbol.
Oh.
Comes in.
Well, let's fix the floor then.
Okay, so you guys using the amulet, the ring, and the
knife.
The knife are able to avoid the ire of the caryatid columns with the womanly figures in the beak, the gibbous beak faces.
Could we make? Could, like, say, Feroesae carve a token Malavella symbol? We know the symbol now. Could we just make another one if we needed it?
Maybe. It wouldn't give you control, but it would keep them from... You do some trial and error, and yeah, if you hold up a symbol with the M on it, they don't attack.
Okay.
Nice.
So we can do renovations?
Yep.
I will encourage others, but the first few days it'll be clear that whatever room I'm working in, there's sort of a Fantasia Mickey Mouse cacophony of like animate brooms and stuff around me as I roll around with at any time like 20 unseen servants doing one single command around me in a 35-foot circle.
Nice. So you're basically the one who's doing the hard scrubbing.
Yeah. I'll keep an eye on them to keep them on task, but as they're sort of doing all right, I'll drink tea and read books.
Manny suggests that if they don't attack the Malavellan symbol, can't we just put the symbol in front of their face, pick them up, and move them?
Yes, but once we remove it, they'll come back, and they're rather handy guards.
Well, they could guard some other room.
Yes, but we can't get them to stay in another room. I don't think.
Maybe we can close the door? Put a Malavella symbol on the door? Who knows?
Yes.
Or each of you could just have a Malavellan amulet crafted from wood.
Oh, we'll certainly have that.
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, put that on your character sheets. You have a non-magical... For those that are not carrying the magical items, a wooden amulet with the Malavellan symbol on it.
Professor, on the
Put one on
first
tech
night-
and Manny for me.
What was that, Zephyros?
On the first night here, can I learn Unseen Servant from you somehow?
Yes, of course. I was actually looking to copy it into my other spell book as well. By all means, take a look.
Okay. You are able to, with Feroesae's help, she's able to do the work, or at least supervise the work of repairing the hole in the ceiling. It does require sort of access to the dining room below, so you can take off the big cold iron chains.
Ooh, can we use those on the front gate to fix it?
You could take the cold iron chains and wrap them around the front gate where the golem is. Yes.
Because we're going to need to reset that golem up and close that gate, and we're probably not going to fix it and all that, but we could definitely wrap some
Chains around it so it's closed and locked again.
That seems reasonable. Yes.
Who needed that? Mandreas and Tech needed the wooden symbol?
Yep. Are you cleaning the dining room? Or are you doing something
I'm gonna go
different
ahead
with
and
the
give it to
dining
Jack.
room?
I-
I put one on a slotless spot on this sheet.
Oh, you did it. Okay.
I think we're definitely going to clean the dining room.
Like gut the dining room of all the horrible furniture and the little bits of like
Deep scrub.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that place is probably the most disgusting place.
okay.
I think that this is a place that's safe from fairies because it's got cold iron over all the windows and cold iron chains cold iron around the doors, I think, too. We probably want to keep it safe from fairies,
Yes.
That's a splendid idea.
just in case.
All right. Are you making it back into a dining room, or are you going to change its purpose?
I hardly do.
Place to eat, but the kitchen might be fine for that.
We have a bar.
So there is no bar.
The
per se.
lounge? I mean, the safe room might make a good lounge where we go and drink and discuss plans.
It's a cigar room.
Yeah.
All right. So it's the lounge.
BK lounge.
This could be good to like insulate from scrying and
the JE lounge, the Jerks Emeritus lounge.
Is it possible to also make a doorway between my room and the library?
So yes, that would be a major structural change. We'll see how well that goes. Who is leading the
I'm a miner.
architecture engineering profession minor? Yep. They're like, hey, that's load bearing, that sort of thing. If you're
Right.
going to construct a new door, that can be done.
Let's.
I'm assuming it's just a regular doorway.
A door with a lock.
Sure.
Well,
I have a +9
+9
engineering.
My
Okay.
woodworking skill is excellent too.
Yeah. So
My engineering.
mining, engineering, and woodworking all sounds like you guys could work away on a door between the library and professor's room.
Me and Manny will be the demo guys.
Okay. So who's taking lead on this project?
I mean, the professor probably will because it's his doorway, and I would
Who's got the
assume.
highest engineering?
I got 10. It's not maybe the highest, but I don't know how much you guys really.
I have a roll. I'm rolling
Need
to
a lead on it.
to 8. I'm rolling to 8 on engineering. 12, so that's an 8.
I can aid on the engineering as well. 1d20 plus 6.
Yeah, you can choose engineering,
Oh.
carpentry, mining.
I aid on the engineering. I would auto aid on carpentry.
You guys are like fixer-uppers with all of your all of your skills. Like
Not bad.
we're gonna reno and flip it.
On this week,
D&D house flip. All right, so yeah, I drew a door in. It's at the back of the library.
They bought this broken down manor for the price of killing everyone already in it.
murder.
How much can they sell it for before they get killed by someone else that wants to flip it?
Don't tell them they're no longer murder hobos if they own a place.
Now we're murder homos.
Murder hobos. Oh, funny.
Luudo, did you aid on that?
I have
Mining?
mining. Not engineering, but
Yeah, what do you got on mining?
+7.
Roll it.
Me do now.
Me do roll now.
17.
21.
21? Yeah, there's a serviceable door. We'll say that all the locks on the doors are average locks, and you're able to reproduce effectively the same stats of a door that are found in the rest of the manor. Okay, Malbut, where are you sticking him during all this?
Oh yeah, he's just sort of can't leave. I mean, we may just fix up a guest suite that he lives in.
Sure. So he's just going to stay in one of the guest suites.
Yeah, we don't really, I don't think, assign him or tell him. We just sort of go about our business.
He ends up helping. All right, so you guys have picked your rooms. You've done a little bit. Are there any other structural changes? So I'm going to kind of go structural, and then there may be repurposing rooms and refurnishing them and creating little workspaces and that sort of thing. Putting in training rooms, jungle gym maybe for Luudo for training. I don't know what that looks like. Each of you probably have your own specialty and desires for this place. But are there any major structural things? Like, are you trying to make holes in walls, or like, I don't want the door there anymore, or taking down a wall, heavens forbid?
I want to drill a couple of holes for Pixel.
Okay. Okay. Let's mark those down.
Here?
Ah, interesting. Okay, so this one does burrow into something that is structural as well as magical. So I do want a similar one for the door.
Let's see.
Oh, I see. Okay.
For that particular.
Isn't it just open to the sky there? Where does the water from the solarium come from?
Open. It's open to the sky. The place with the banners in the middle here.
Can craft carving apply to that, or do I need to do more of an engineering?
Yeah, somebody with engineering can lead, but you can definitely aid. Mining would also aid as. How big is Pixel?
Fine, I believe.
Yeah, do we have exact dimensions for her?
Let me see.
Itty and bitty. Itty by bitty.
She is fine, which is even smaller than.
She's fine.
So you don't really need a very big hole at all.
She can go through like keyholes.
There you go.
But it's true, I don't want to mess with the acoustics.
Yeah.
Professor has a +10, so I would suggest he does it and we try and aid him.
I've been known to engineer a structure or two in my day. Yes.
So to see if I aid, yeah, Zephyros aids.
I got a 25, that'll count.
I can auto aid with perform wind instruments to try and preserve the acoustics.
Oh, nice. So 3 8s.
So a diminutive creature in a Tomy is under a foot tall, so we're talking like 10 inches.
Yeah.
And then a fine creature would be, she's like a couple inches tall. She's about that big.
Yeah.
So a couple of inches means that she could, if you had a 2-inch hole, she could move through it no problem.
Yeah.
6. Yeah. If you had a 1-inch hole, she could move through without squeezing, but difficult terrain.
Okay.
And if you had a 1/2-inch hole, then she would be making escape artist checks to move through.
I think a 1-inch hole should be fine.
Difficult terrain, like a 2-inch hole is
2-inch hole actually would be really nice. Let's shoot for drilling a 2-inch hole here.
Sure.
And then I'll want to do another one at this corner.
29 on the roll with all the 8s.
Okay. Yeah. Without ruining the acoustics, you've got a 2-inch hole. What do you want to call these holes? This is a pixel tunnel.
Yeah.
And you wanted another one on this corner?
On the other side here,
Okay.
into the laundry room, essentially. I think that'll give Pixel pretty good mobility throughout the house.
Are you trying to cover the pixel tunnels in any way to make them hidden? Now, a 2-inch hole is pretty fucking hard to like notice. Like,
it's relatively
imagine
high
there was a
altitude.
2-inch hole somewhere in my apartment,
Is that a
in a
challenge?
corner somewhere. It'd be like, well,
We'll find
but
it.
are you trying to make them hidden? Like, are you putting something in front of it, or are you making a little like opening flap? If you put some sort of opening or cover, it does mean she needs to spend an action.
Yeah, no, I'm
to
gonna
open them
leave
up.
it. I'm gonna
Okay.
leave it open.
Okay. Pixel tunnels.
Yeah.
All right. Done. Are there any other structural changes you guys are making?
I don't know. It seems pretty good.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay.
For me, I'm good with this.
Who wants to go first to describe how you're renovating your space or some of the rooms in the manor? Is that a Neil? Let's do Neil first.
Zephyros definitely wants some form of table in his master closet or in his bedroom. Maybe not in his master closet. Maybe around his bedroom, somewhere around here.
Are you thinking of a place to craft scrolls in, like a scrivener's room?
Something along those lines. Somewhere where you can work privately, close his bedroom door, or close the door, and just work in private.
Okay.
I mean, I suppose we could do that in the library, but if multiple people are doing stuff in the library and the one person is doing one thing and the other person is another, it might be disturbing.
And if you had like a dedicated scrivener's room or like a scribe's room, you might get bonuses to craft checks.
So maybe we can do that. Maybe there's one of these rooms that we can swap around and we can do something like that.
Okay, point at the room.
How big does it have to be? A scribe's room.
One of the medium to smaller rooms would suffice.
So
the bedroom with the spinner web spiders would do. The living quarters, your master closet would do.
That the spiderweb spider's bedroom, that area, I think doing that and putting it by the library, because all of us are going to be like, you and I will be studying each other's spell books. We'll have to refer to notes to study new spells. We'll be crafting.
Putting in another door then.
I think we should do another door and have the library adjacent to the scrivener's room.
I think that's probably a good idea. Because we've got that living quarters there with a phoenix motif as well that we can do with something else. If there's a dedicated room that we have to do for alchemy, or there's a room that we have to do for something else.
Yeah, something using books and whatnot.
Yeah.
I'd like to relocate the spiders then.
Can we locate them and
Sure.
just move them into that phoenix motif?
Give me a knowledge nature if you want to like capture some of the spiders and like relocate them somewhere.
I've got a +9. I can either aid or take lead.
I can auto aid that one.
I'll take the lead.
Yeah, I think.
Okay. I'll see if I can aid you.
What did I say the spinner web spiders do?
That's an aid.
Make us silks.
Were they silk
We
making
made some that
spiders?
we wanted to
I think they
keep,
make
right?
silk. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't remember if they had any
Poison or not?
poisons or
What
anything.
if we put them in Bark Wilder's shed?
I think they were poisonous spiders. I think that's
think they were
why.
poisonous, yeah.
Why you kept them. Yeah. What was the total knowledge nature? Yeah, you can transplant them somewhere. They need somewhere where they can go and eat bugs and birds.
16.
Great.
Not amazing.
You kill some of them and you end up capturing a bunch.
All right.
Where should we put them though? In
Some
the
of you got
house?
stung.
Somewhere outside, perhaps?
What about across from Ashwick and Puddle? There are 2 small little rooms there.
Oh, sort of changing rooms. That could
I
be.
mean, we're not going to use them as changing rooms, are we?
Don't
Nah.
know.
Under the bridge at Bark Welders was an awesome idea.
I think we should
I
keep
like
them
that.
out of the house.
Let's put them there.
And then they can defend the bridge back there, because they'll probably sort of just take it over at some point.
I missed that suggestion. That was a good suggestion.
I think we have got bark. Well, yeah, I'm just going to put spinnerweb spiders. Okay.
Nice.
It was moving them long distances and capturing them, and they're kind of wily.
It was a whole thing.
Then you had to kill a bunch. You may want to check in on them. So this is no longer a bedroom. You're saying that this is a scribe's room or a scrivener's room. A scribery? I'm not sure what.
Scribery.
I think scrivener means somebody who writes.
Bartleby certainly did.
What's that?
There's a who did that? I think it was Herman Melville maybe wrote a story, Bartleby the Scrivener.
Okay.
What if we
Now I got to look this up. Maybe I'm an idiot.
we did the Scrivener and the bigger one in the alchemy lab in the spider silk one?
I was actually spot on.
You could have a place where you store scrolls and books, and then a place where you're actually doing the writing.
Because it
Sorry, I
seems.
was muted. The library is probably a good place to store scrolls and books.
Yeah.
In fact, the library is a great place to store sort of magical things because it's got a pair of guardians.
Yes.
Which,
So
to
you're
be clear, we just walked past.
Yeah, we all have the little amulets now.
Yeah.
So you're putting in another door. I will need another.
There is a door. Oh, into the library. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I got +10 if you guys want me to leave.
Yes, please. I'll
Yeah.
roll for
I
aid.
auto aid on the woodworking.
It's an aid from Zephyros as well.
Profession minor.
Nice. So +16, 28.
Okay. Yeah. The door functions, and you didn't do any major damage to that area of the building. You have a average lock on it, and you clear it out and get enough workbenches and good spaces and chairs for large to small people, and you have a functioning scrivener's room at this point in time. What are you doing with the Phoenix motif room right next to it?
Is there any sort of other crafting or utility space we would need other than alchemy lab? Sounds like it's one that needs to happen. Is there anybody else in the party that would need something like that?
We might need a place to do other crafting. You're absolutely right. Because at some point we're going to do crafting arms and crafting armor and...
Yeah.
Can we split that into 2 rooms?
What about the kitchen? It's already
The
got another.
kitchen-
The kitchen is
need
huge.
to have a kitchen?
It's got the
right?
forge in it already to heat that metal up.
Yeah, the kitchen could be made into more general crafting. You could do alchemy in the laundry room.
Yep. This place is already built to store chemicals.
Alright.
The Phoenix motif room is also a beautiful, like painted and mosaic room.
Maybe.
Yeah.
The reading room?
And then you probably realize that having an alchemy lab next to where you store books
Bad idea.
is probably not a good idea.
Actually, that was actually exactly my reasoning chain on that one. Yeah.
Ooh, craft wands and wonders?
Maybe that's a reading room. Maybe you just turn it into a place where you can read and study.
Sure.
Okay, so Phoenix motif, we'll call it the Phoenix study, or the study. The Phoenix study.
Yeah, crafting.
Because there's a library where you store the books, there's a scrivener room where you're making them, where you're going to just sit and read.
Yeah.
I guess in the professor's bedroom, but I'll get a little weird after a while.
Nobody wants to.
Well...
All right, so it looks like we handled Zephyros' needs, and it looks like all these crafting rooms are super close to where he sleeps.
It's a really nice setup.
Interesting choices. I like them. And he somehow maintained this massive master closet and master bath without having to renovate it. What a spoiled fan! All right,
Ahmed is saying pick a place to build a forge. I think we kind of discussed putting that in the kitchen.
yeah, the forge is probably going to be a little bit more expensive than what your $4,000 is going to cover. So $4,000 basically covers repairs, cleaning, and basic setups. If you want to start making rooms that give you +2s and +4s, you need to buy like masterwork gear to make sure that works. And with proper facilities, I might even let masterwork go beyond +2. Similar to the hut that has a alchemy lab that has +4, that is quite possible. So you could have a basic forge, I guess, in the kitchen area.
I have a question.
Yep.
Can we construct like a folding door that we can carry with us
Yeah.
and use it like a teleport to always come back here? Then we
Yeah.
don't need magic hut or anything like that.
We had a long conversation about this after.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So we'll say that with your money, right before we snap out of downtime, you're basically asking me, can we build a frame with a door in it that is portable?
Yes.
Given that you're a large creature with an insane strength, you may just have to carry this door on your back. But that would be the test, right? Is that enough? So yeah, let's fuck around with that. That feels like it's so epic that it needs to be outside of downtime.
One of the important things I need to do early in downtime
Yes.
is preserve Gedrin's head in some way, so that I can demonstrate that we killed him to the half-bag of trash.
Got it. Alchemy is a way to embalm things, or like stick a head in a jar with. So Luudo can help with an alchemy check.
Shrunken or preserved?
Preserved. Recognizable is what I'm going for here.
Very good. I like your style. Very.
Are there
rustic.
any
Okay.
knowledges?
Are you taking a trip back? I'm assuming you're using the hut as a way to move materials back to the manor.
Yes, I'm assuming we're going to empty out our personal sort of quarters.
You're using your apartment, the professor's apartment, and then Zephyros' house when people aren't around to move furniture and materials and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Through the hut to the manor.
Do we have to move it through the hut?
Couldn't we just go into the manor?
Can we do door to door that's not involving the hut?
No, the hut's the middle.
Okay, cool.
All doors lead to the hut.
Oh, well, we usually.
That's actually a Pizza Hut slogan from the 80s. All doors lead to the hut. Hashtag Pizza Hut sponsorship available.
Put the door in the bag of holding special, and there's like a.
You'd have to have a big
Thank you,
bag of holding
Ahmed.
with a very wide mouth.
Yeah, Mokrenom's mouth only stretches so wide. Although he can eat a medium creature, which is interesting.
We could make a door for Pixel.
Wait, the infinite doors key always leads to the hut?
Mm-hmm.
To or from the hut.
Ah, okay. I don't think we ever really discovered that before.
Let's say as part of your crafting of these other doors, you guys cobble enough stuff together where you have a door frame that stands on its own, a door in the door frame, and a lock on the door. Okay, and you're gonna try things out with that.
But would that be a one-time use? Because how do you grab a door that you're entering into the door to preserve that door?
Oh!
Whoa, man. Whoa, man. Whoa.
And thus,
That's why I want to do that. I want
Okay,
to do this
okay.
outside of downtown.
We gotta figure out the logistics on this.
Exactly.
Shit, man.
But yes, with your many trips, you do realize there's no way to circumvent the hut.
Okay.
Also a slogan for me.
Do all your Damn it.
30 minutes or less.
All right, so you guys were talking about where to put a forge. So you've got a basic forge that looks like, hey, look at this back area. We're going to call this a basic forge. I'm going to give you a craft weapons or craft armor check. You could use knowledge arcana, no, spellcraft checks. The better you roll, the better the basic forge will be, i.e. there might be a limit to the amount of magic or even non-magic that you can create in the forge.
Could I craft wands in this room and get that bonus?
No.
I would need a specific wand crafting room.
Yeah, I think wands are different skills, so they probably require different facilities. We'll get Neil to roll. It's not here. We scared him away with the 80s. Yelling at his tiny dog. Okay, we'll get back to that in a second. Professor, do we have the things Professor wants? Oh, you want a wand crafting room.
Yeah,
That's what you're saying.
yeah, I'm gonna need some.
What are the other professions the professor has? So what about a place to store your weird items so no one else touches them, so that the psychometry is fresh, like a reliquary almost. A divination chamber, like a place for you to have seances and other things. You've got your library, and I'm assuming your bedroom is pretty weird.
Yeah, it'll be filled with curios. I probably won't put all that much effort into cleaning it. It'll probably still have the haunted mansion.
All of your
feel.
research papers are probably in the library, scrivener's room, or the study, kind of spread across those.
Yeah.
Okay. Ahmed's saying create a vault.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The dining room actually would make a pretty good vault.
The JE Lounge?
You mean the the other thing that would make a pretty good storage space is one of the privies.
Yeah.
They only poop so much.
Designate one of the privies as growing mushrooms and storing stuff on hidden shelves down there.
I feel like that's kind of what Tech did.
Kind of, yeah.
In his privy, right? Didn't
But
he?
the other thing is, like, if we want to store something in a secret hidden place, I know a particular gobbler that can kind of, like, he's kind of a mobile vault.
Yes. That's a good point.
Okay, so I gave you some ideas. You have some living quarters. I don't know if you're doing anything with those. Like, are you just keeping your own private, like, relaxation quarters, or are you going to turn that into something?
I'll turn mine into probably a place to craft wands, and a place to store curios is probably my bedroom.
Okay, well, you could turn your bedroom into something else and move the bed into this room.
I think I want it right by that library. I want to be so close to my research I can just taste it, you know?
Nice. There's also a nice window with a little bit of a drop to an overhang. Like, there is some advantage to being...
You could
Close to
definitely
there.
store random stuff in the study.
Yep.
Yes. So my curios I
In your
will
living
probably
quarters.
key through there. I think probably the living quarters is going to have to be a craft wands. Or the divination chamber though. Shit.
I think you could probably do both in there.
You know, one end of the scrivener's room
It's
could
like-
probably be a wand bench.
It's like 20 feet by 25 feet. You can divine and whittle in the
There
same
you go.
space.
You've got a wand bench in the scrivener's room.
Nice.
That makes sense.
I'll turn my living quarters into my spooky parlor. I will do fortune telling, divination, automatic writing, you name it. Maybe a little faith healing on the side, some hypnotism, who knows?
With some weird shelving where all the little things are kind of kept.
Yeah.
A little bit of phrenology in there.
Yeah, just touching skulls. Just, you know how I do.
Yeah.
Und your lesser being. Creepy. Alright, so what do you want to call this room?
Professor
The
Steve.
occult parlor?
Parlor, yeah. Yeah, I think it's definitely a parlor.
Okay, right across from where Manny and Luudo.
Manny loves
weird globes and shit coming out of the occult parlor. Okay, so that sounds like the professor's needs are met. He's got his wand bench, his library, the scrivener's room, the study, the occult parlor. Awesome.
Nice. That top floor is really shaping up, boys.
That looks good. Zephyros, what I need from you guys is a craft arms and armor, or a craft arms or weapons check. You can be aided with a spellcraft check as you are trying to turn the basic forge off of the kitchen into a place where magic can be forged. We're going to say the DC is 25.
I'll auto aid.
Wait,
Almond's saying a lead-lined room.
I have a +9 craft weapons, so I'll use that. So it's 1d20 +9, and then is anybody aiding me?
I'll aid.
So that's 11.
I can help out on that. What skills can you use?
Spellcraft.
Spellcraft.
Yeah, I'll auto aid on spellcraft. Can tech help at all on this? Tech would benefit quite significantly from having a place where things could be forged.
Yeah, eventually you're going to want to forge a lot of its weapons.
Yeah, and we got one we need to repair.
Tech has a +4 spellcraft.
Does he have any crafting? No, he doesn't have any
No.
crafting. No professions.
Well, he just has to roll more than a 6, then he can
If
aid.
by stealthing, jumping on top of you, killing you, and skinning you, you mean crafting, then yes, he can. But
Oh, I do.
yeah,
I do.
all right.
Yeah. Yeah, he will attempt to help. He may not actually be helpful. 20 +4,
Hot goes there.
17.
He helps.
He's helpful.
Goes there.
So we have a +15 roll here. I have a feeling this is probably going to go okay. It's famous
AC
last
25. Otherwise, it's it'll need a bit more work.
words. 26.
Okay, so you've got a forge where you can craft +1 weapons.
All right, nice.
Nice.
Do we have any place to make food?
Yeah, so the forge is against the far wall. It's this big
You can cook on a
bench-looking
forge.
thing.
You could cook on a forge.
You can also cook in the oven that we have in the house.
You effectively turn that into a hot.
Well, kids
place.
got cooked in that oven.
They did. They
We don't
did.
talk about that.
Yeah, there's a few things we don't talk about here.
You know, like
House rules.
like an anvil and a few other, some sort of staunching bucket. A place where you, what do you call it, make molds. So you've got a forge where you can craft +1 weapons and armor. So +1 weapons and armor. Plus probably like melt down basic materials. Candelabras. Gold, silver, that sort of thing.
Children.
Awesome. Do you want to name the forge anything, or is it just the forge?
Forge badass. Not just Fort badass. God, Forge has a good name.
The Fance Forge?
Ooh, fancy
Forge? Huh?
Alright.
Now that's why you don't name shit.
Okay, so we moved on from the professor. Let's chat about Feroesae's needs and how she is changing the servants' quarters into a Fey paradise.
Absolutely.
Don't forget your tree.
So you've got 3 sectioned off chambers.
Yeah.
What's going on in those chambers?
Bottom chamber, the smallest one here, is for plants. I'm going to move the Emperor Nectarine Tree in there.
and
It's got a little bit of window frontage on it there into the. Hopefully, it has enough light. It's got as much light as
I have
it
a
had in
token
the
for
other
the,
room.
the nectarine tree. So you can move it around.
Yeah.
There's the Emperor Nectarine Tree.
Nice.
You stick it, where is it going?
Wait, where is it? Oh, by me. Yes, excellent.
by the window.
Right here.
Okay.
Excellent.
So this is like a miniature arboretum.
Yeah.
Eatum.
Pixel can make herself a little bed in the upper reaches too if she wants. Although she can sleep in the same room as me. That probably makes more sense.
You know, race servants' quarters. Okay.
The second room, I'd like to be for leather and woodworking.
So this is the leather. We're just gonna call it Feroesae's
Workshop. Yeah.
is workshop. And then in brackets, leather, wood. Okay.
And then the top room is my bedroom with a bed and then a little sitting area with a delightful little horse-themed table.
Probably like a skull with some cacti growing somewhere in there.
Oh,
too.
the skull with cacti can go in the Emperor Nectarine room.
Yeah.
Nice.
Since that's the arboretum. Yeah. And then since I'm overlooking the garden, I'll consider the garden to be kind of like an area that I am probably more concerned about.
I think probably it'll just be Feroesae's
And I'm
garden.
directly
Yeah, I'm gonna rename it from the guest garden to Feroesae's garden.
I'm directly over the sitting area, which I would like to be a receiving area for the local fae when they come to treat with us. Wow, what are we? The court of the jerks.
Jerk court.
For our acquisitions.
Alright, so court of the jerks, and I'll put in brackets sitting area,
Yes.
where you can receive guests.
Yeah. I figure I can then see. I have a pretty good view of everything too, with the
Okay, you've got a
balcony nearby.
serviceable place where you can make craft checks, leatherworking, woodworking. You've got your bedroom. You've got the pixel tunnels dug or mined throughout the place without disturbing the magic of the acoustic hall. Laundry and storage. Basically, all the old laundry is burned and things are replaced. It's a little bit more efficient because I
We can
think.
turn that into an alchemy space.
I think that is going to be the alchemy lab.
Cool. Unless
Well,
Luudo wants it in a different spot.
That's true.
Is there anything else that Feroesae wants?
That'd work.
Ooh, a door to
that
the
is
back of
within
your room
reason
might
at
be
this
good.
point.
Let me take a quick look at my skills and see if there's anything else that I do. I mean, I've got a performance area in the Great Hall.
Mm-hmm.
So for musical stuff, I'm just going to spend my time there.
Practice.
Um,
Do you need like a witch specific area?
I mean, I'll craft little hexes and whatnot out of leather and bone and hair in my little lab. And if I ever need to stir a cauldron, I'll do it in the kitchen.
You'll Blair Witch that up, is that what?
Yeah, I'll just,
Blair Witch art.
I'll just go out in the forest with a shaky cam and
Yeah, some sticks to tie together. And
yeah, there we go.
Cool.
shape.
Luudo.
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 He is going to fashion all of those beds except one into a sort of dexterity training workout area. He's
In the
gonna-
guard room.
No, in his actual bedroom. So
Okay.
one bed is going to be in the corner sloppily. He's never had a room before, so he doesn't really know.
One bed for sleeping and 3 for jumping on.
For jumping, he's got him tilted up. He's running on him, jumping, trying to do backflips off of
Ooh,
him.
little training.
Train workout room.
Yeah, doing pull-ups off of one. He has pushed up.
So this is like a jungle gym training room. Is that kind of?
Yeah. And once I have a little bit more stuff, he kind of has a little thing in the corner as he plays with chemicals at night while no one's around.
Get high.
Alright, so you've got,
trying to recreate that
you've
crystal.
got a jungle gym training room, your bedroom over to one side. Right, what are you doing with the guard room?
Well, also in this room, I'd like to take one of those clotheslines and fashion it, rig it in a way between me and Manny's window to make it sort of a alarm system between ourselves.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that is a great idea.
Give me a disable device a disable device check to rig. Do you want little bells on either end?
Yeah.
Okay.
If that doesn't work, we'll use buckets and like slam her. What am I doing again? Sorry.
Disable device.
Disable
Is
device.
there anything?
Aid with an engineering auto aid.
You get an auto aid from Tech. Tech is really good with traps.
Nice.
Oh,
He's got the Ranger trap ability, so
Good.
he can. So we're gonna call this bell alarm system.
1d20 plus 17. I got an assist from An auto assist from Tech.
Yep,
Is that just a +1?
+2.
+2. Whew. All right.
Hey, Bunny, how's it going? We're playing D&D Base Builder Edition, as they have taken over the Malavella Manor and they're making it their own. They've taken bedrooms and they're renovating, and basically a month of time is going by. Luudo, what was the total?
38.
Oh yeah, this thing's quite elaborate.
It's gorgeous.
So you can yank it and basically have a bell system.
Right, that alerts Manny, because his bed is right next to the window.
Okay.
Or whatever he's doing in there.
Yep, and we'll say that it works both directions, like he
Yeah,
can yank
he can
his.
pull, I can pull.
With a 38,
That was the idea, at least.
yes. Okay, so you've got Luudo's bell alarm system set up between Manny and Luudo's room, and you've got it built such in a way that it doesn't
Leave the window open at all? Or?
yeah, it doesn't interrupt with the window and the shutters on the window at all.
And then the front room is just going to be where him and Manny let loose. They're going to arm wrestle, do the finger knives game.
So is this just a big bachelor pad
Yeah,
for relaxation
the table's all
everywhere?
crooked, the couch is flipped,
Okay, so this is a
little mugs and big mugs everywhere.
This is a lounge, basically.
We have 2 lounges.
Luudo's lounge.
It's the arm wrestling table. And they do the, what's that called? Finger roulette?
Yeah, they play cards and drink and that sort of thing.
What is that called?
I'm trying to remember. Finger fillet. 5-finger fillet? 5-finger fillet. Chat?
Funny, you know?
Okay, Manny's living quarters are turned into a shrine to the Iron God. He keeps it quite Spartan. There's a few like broken suits of armor and other iron bits and probably trophies that he'll start taking from his from those that he defeats in combat. He will eventually want to get this consecrated. When he gets 2nd level spells, he may put a fixture in there. Right now it's a non-magical shrine. It's good to have goals. All right, the warriors want a place to train. So Manny, Luudo, and Texarac want a place where they can like store weapons and train. Where would that be? Would that be the bottom of the grand stair? Would that be
What about the court of the Jerks sitting area?
the JE lounge?
No, you can't use the court of the Jerks for that demeans the court of the Jerks.
What about the guest hall?
Where is the guest hall?
Right off. From the
Oh,
garden.
yeah. I missed that.
That actually wouldn't be too bad,
Right off the garden.
it might make Malbut feel better to have people training out there, or it might not.
We didn't ask him, honestly.
I think that would be a good idea, especially because it's also outside a little bit.
Given that the Shrine of the Iron God and it's a war god, maybe you could do training in the shrine.
Ooh.
For now, like there's a training area. Basically, training
kinda
mats
makes some
and
sense.
lined with weapons and that sort of thing. It's a pretty large room.
It really is, yeah.
As you've got the jungle gym training room, obstacle course kind of thing for the halfling, right in Luudo's bedroom, and then Luudo's lounge, and then the training mats.
You want to train me?
You gotta sleep here next to me.
Luudo's lounge probably also has weapon lockers.
Oh, yeah.
We'll say that they're weapon and armor lockers in that room.
Stash.
Yeah, and probably Manny, Luudo, and Tech probably spend a lot of time here. Tech is also a worshiper of the of the Iron God as well.
Ah, nice.
I'm seeing interesting bit of wall here.
Where? Oh.
Put a door
I
there.
need my privacy. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna be up doing weird extracts all night, jumping around this furniture.
Speaking of which,
thinking-
where are you crafting your
Oh yeah.
Speedo? Where are you setting up your alchemist lab?
Yeah. Oh, that was just in the kind of the corner of this room.
Alchemist
Wait.
labs produce a lot of fumes.
Didn't you already make? Wasn't there one?
I
already
proposed
set
the
up?
laundry room for it.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
You could also
That's
put
what
a
happened.
door off your bedroom into
Oh,
it.
they are connected.
They
You guys
could
wanna
be.
help me build a door?
I've
Built
I'm
two
willing to
so
help you
far.
build a
Put a
door.
hole in this bitch. Let's do it.
Demo day?
Demo day.
Demo day.
I'll help with the woodworking aspect of it.
I'll
Yeah.
demo it.
Banana Republic.
It's a real store. I'm getting aids by both you two.
Yeah.
What do we know what I have
All
to get?
three of us, I think, will aid, or maybe seeing your mining.
Yeah.
Perhaps one of us might step in to
Oh,
take
can
lead.
you guys take the lead?
Noticing that you may just put a big hole
Yeah.
into a structural foundation
I
of
was
the
nervous.
house.
And are you just trying to make it an obvious normal door like the rest of the place, or are you trying to make it a secret door?
What is the DC of a secret door?
Probably 30.
I like
20,
the idea of a secret
25,
door. Yeah, that'd
30,
be
because
cool.
this is a door that leads right in your bedroom.
So who's taking lead? It's the old man.
I think if it's an engineering role, we need to get Professor to take the lead. I can
And-
try and aid.
10 is
Mine. I don't know if anybody can do anything better than 10. And with
No.
woodworking. Isn't your woodworking pretty high?
My woodworking is extremely high.
We should probably have that be the lead. And I would think doing woodworking, you could artistically sort of create something that looks like a wall. You know?
But make it sexy. I mean,
It should be sexy.
what are we here? What are we here for?
Like a nymph. Like in Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom, where it has that hot lady statue.
Yeah,
where you press on the
exactly.
boobs.
Put a yin.
25, auto aid. It's an aid from.
Yeah, I think probably you take the lead with craft woodworking.
I'll take the lead with craft woodworking. Yes,
I'll auto
that sounds
aid.
good.
Zephyros will auto aid. Levi, will you attempt with a mining aid?
I got a 12.
So yes.
Helps.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course I'll help.
So my craft carving is going to take care of this. 1d20 plus 16 plus 3 aids is plus 6. Alright, there we go.
42!
That's secret as fuck!
Holy shit,
Yeah,
that's
20.
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh my
so,
God.
So this is a secret door.
Real secret.
DC.
Perception check DC 30.
Holy oh. Wow, that's pretty crazy.
Or
and then,
just,
and
you
then,
know,
and then in this end of the room, we've got an alchemy lab.
It's the sexiest door the world's ever seen.
Or didn't see.
Or didn't see, hopefully.
So when you
Yeah.
come up the stairs, it's kind of like a laundry and storage, but at the back end there's an alchemy lab, and that works.
Or didn't see.
Stairs lead down into the kitchen area. Cool. Is there anything else you wanted to add, Luudo?
Yeah, I'm set. I got a door to cook stuff and then go downstairs and eat.
I got a door.
You've got multiple escape routes from that single
yeah.
that single room. You've got
An alarm system.
further into the top door. You've got out onto the roof and then into your alchemy lab.
I got a party pad for me and Manny.
Are you gonna draw that secret door in there, Marty?
It's already drawn.
Woo!
That's how secret it is! Oh!
It's perfect. We did it so right.
Oh, you moved it to a different location. Okay, never mind. Okay.
Yeah.
I expected it to be here.
Oh, I was pointing there originally, but then he wanted
Okay.
a secret door between his
Okay.
room and the alchemy lab.
Yeah, I missed that bit. Sorry.
And there's a pixel tunnel too. Oh, look at this craze! You're creating a maze out of this place. Awesome.
The door works, guys.
Do you take any of the alchemy equipment out of the hut to move into your alchemy lab here in the manor?
Now that's a dangerous question.
I don't know if we can take anything from the hut.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of scared
You
of.
guys are carrying around books in Mokrenom from the hut.
We borrowed some books.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
professor is carrying around some things that he took from the hut.
Borrowed.
Nobody else is.
Didn't we
Yeah.
get Mokrenom somewhere else?
Yeah, but he's carrying around the books we picked up.
Right.
So the alchemy lab in the hut is a mystic and magical alchemy lab that gives you a +5 competence bonus to alchemy craft alchemy checks, and you can craft items and potions at a 10% discount.
That's the bench that's existing.
That is all. If you cleared all
Right.
the equipment and alembics and Bunsen burners and weird things and vials and crystalline holders and petri dishes
What
and
boys do we step on
mortar
some
and
toes?
pestles that are in there.
I think you should use it where it sits. If you're not comfortable going there to use it, you probably shouldn't be comfortable taking it here.
What about Vladimir?
What about it?
What about it? Should we take Vladimir here?
That's the real
I
question.
think he'd like it. We've got a nice garden.
Right? Fairies.
I don't think he would like it.
Okay, so it sounds like you're not removing
No,
things from the hut
I-
yet to put in here.
Let's figure out who lives there and whether they're a danger to us.
So you can have a regular alchemy lab, which just gives you your bonus,
Yeah.
like your normal bonus to craft. If you spent 200 gold pieces, it's actually a +2 craft check. And I don't know if you already have one of these on your character sheet or not. Luudo?
We found at one point an alchemy setup.
Yeah,
I remember one.
I can't remember if that was.
One thing too.
I'm not seeing anything on the loot and treasure.
Maybe we went ahead and sold it and didn't realize.
I'm not seeing anything on. You have an alchemist kit, which allows you to make your
That's all I
your
have.
mutagen and stuff. Your sniffy mutagen.
Oh yeah, you snort yours.
Snort your mutagen.
I forgot about that.
It's kind of my thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so nothing for now. Basically, you have a basic alchemy lab, which can get better, and that's the reason why you go to adventure, get money, and get better and improve. So each of your crafting areas can be improved. You have the basic areas to do your thing. Anything else, Luudo?
That'll do it for Luudo.
This feels like home to you guys.
Yes.
Have we gone through? Does Tex got what he wants? Manny got what he wants?
What? It seems really nice.
It's probably getting close to shaped up.
What about other kinds of crafting? What about crafting footwear or crafting jewelry? Do we need something different for that?
I think your forge probably you could craft parts of the jewelry in, and in the wand bench you could craft the other parts. Feroesae's workshop could probably handle shoes, leather and wood. You could make some really kick-ass clogs.
Okay.
There is one thing I'd like to do kind of during the days or nights while we're here.
Yeah.
Sleep?
That I think is not something we can just sort of do one roll and randomly.
Yep.
Like you might have to role play it.
Let me start taking some sticky notes.
I would like to use my Fey contacts.
So this is first off, we want to build fake door, build portable door and frame.
Or collapsible.
Collapsible just seems to be a modification on top of a portable door. And then you wanted to use Fey contacts, okay?
Yes, I want to figure out who lives in the valley, and talk to them and ask them questions. I want to gather information about our valley.
Got it.
Yeah.
Was there anything else that I think Zephyros wants to check in on his master?
Yeah.